Hi guys! Just thought I'd do a quick vlog while I've got a few minutes. And should I do a thumbnail? You gonna do a thumbnail? You're so cute. Yeah, I just thought I'd catch up with you. I've been really busy these past few months since Hattie died and everything. And well, I just wanted to tell you what happened with Hattie. She developed heart failure because, as you can imagine, she was getting on a bit. And it was so sad. It was heartbreaking. It got to the point where she stopped eating and it was just awful. And she started showing other symptoms. So I took her to see Claire and she gave her antibiotics and everything. And she did her teeth as usual. And this was 2 weeks before she died. And she just went downhill from there, really. And I took her back. And at this point, she was really poorly. And she's given me two options. She says I can do her teeth now as usual, but she says she might not come out the sedation this time because I said, well, she's belly breathing, she's definitely not right. And so that's when she said, because I sort of spotted, as you know, I sort of know the symptoms of heart failure. And she said, she checked her out and she said, oh yeah, she's gasping and she could hear fluid in her lungs. So she said the heart failure obviously causes build-up, which I've mentioned loads of times in the past. It causes build-up and of fluid. Like with George, it went round his stomach, if you remember. And but with Hattie, it went in her lungs, so she couldn't breathe, she was gasping. And obviously, she was showing no signs of gasping to me. I just knew that she was squeaking a little bit, quietly in her bed. And so it was awful, horrendous. So I said to Claire, should I have spotted it? And she said, no, how could you, she says. She says, they're not like cats or dogs where they're flapping about or like humans because they can't breathe. I mean, they're very good at hiding it. So that poor little thing, she just was in her bed crying because she couldn't breathe proper, and it was awful. Luckily, Claire said, we'll give you a couple of options. I'll have to give you some more antibiotics. I can do her teeth now and take her in the back. She said, but don't expect her to come out the sedation this time because of the pneumonia in her lungs. She says, and then if she does come out of it, I can give you some more antibiotics. But the chances are she's just not going to recover from it. And she said the second option is, well, the kindest thing to do is put her to sleep because she's in pain and everything. So it was heartbreaking. It took me ages to get over her. It's the worst grieving I've had over hamsters, and I've had a lot of grieving. It's just that we had such a bond. And so anyway, so I decided the kindest thing to do, because if I'd have brought her home, what would have happened is she would have got worse to the point where she would have suffocated because she was already starting suffocating inside. So it was a no-brainer, really. I thought, the kindest thing is to let her go, because she weren't going to go on much longer anyway. And it wasn't fair to put her through like a operation every 2 weeks after that, having her teeth done, and she wouldn't have made it anyway. So I knew that was the only thing to do, as much as it broke my heart, and it did. I cried and cried for days. So anyway, this is where a strange thing comes into it. A few days after, I had two dreams, two dreams, 2 nights on a run, like a dream a night for 2 nights. And you want to go monkey, aren't you? And I don't know if it makes sense or not, guys, but I'll tell you. In this dream, and it was the same dream for 2 nights, Archie came back to me and she didn't look thin, she didn't look poorly, her eyes were bright and things like that. She looked fluffy like she did when she was young. She was talking to me, but her mouth wasn't moving. She wasn't squeaking. She was talking like I'm talking. And it's like telepathy. I could understand what she was saying even though her mouth wasn't moving. And she was saying, don't don't worry, she says, look at me, I'm happy. I'm really happy. And so I woke up next morning, that started me off again. Every time I went past the empty cage, I kept getting these thoughts and thinking, I knew that under the towel there was nothing there, and I felt rotten because I thought, well, you know, the worst thing was taking an hamster out of its warm bed to take it to the vet to be put to sleep. But obviously I didn't know for certain she was going to be put to sleep. But and it was just awful. And even now I still can't look at the cage proper, even though this little madam's in it. Yeah, but so anyway, going back to that dream. So that was it. Then the second night, because she must have been seeing me crying again, she came back again and she said similar things again. And she looked so fluffy and so chubby and so cute. And she looked really, really happy. And the telepathy is really, really weird because the mouths don't move, and that's how you know when you have a visitation dream. By the way, guys, whether it's from a human or what have you, because the mouths won't move; they just talk through by telepathy. So anyway, I had them two dreams. So then, I think it was about a week later. No, about a few days later, I went to Pets at Home to get some Care Fresh. And for some reason, something was dragging me towards the where the hamsters are, and so so I went over because I was just compelled, even though I wasn't going in for an hamster that day, and I just wanted to get some Care Fresh, and this little madam was there, and she just stood there on the glass with her little paws on the glass, looking at me, like looking out, like as if she was looking for me. So I said to the girl, "Can I have a look at your hamsters?" Because I didn't take much notice at the time. I just saw this little hamster looking out the window, in the tank. So I looked at all the other hamsters and everything, but she was still stood there. So then I finally got to her and I said, "Can I have a look at this little one?" 'Cause I didn't know if it was an her then or an him. Did I? No. And the girl opened the glass and she wouldn't let the girl touch her. And I said to the girl, "Well, can I look at her, please?" Well, I don't want to get bitten. I thought, oh, for God's sake. So I thought, oh, come here. I said to the girl. So I picked her up and it's so real. I've never had it before. She just came straight into my arms. And the girl looked at me as if to say, what the hell? And but she won't let the girl hold her. Would you? And I was speaking to someone, and I've been watching a few YouTube videos on things like this, mediums and stuff. And there's this particular medium was saying that sometimes when a pet passes away, its job's not done. It'll start matchmaking you with another pet, and I strongly believe, just the way it happened, that Atty sent this little one because she was just stood there waiting for me, and that's not usually happens. And if it does, it's a coincidence. But no, she was just stood there looking for me as if to say, "Here I am. I've been sent to you," and it was bizarre, bizarre. And she still does it in a cage now. Like I have a certain little spot, which is actually the spot where Atty used to sleep in the corner in the little wooden cabin. But now it's got like a little bridge, and she just puts her paw on the cage and looking for me. She did it the other night. I was walking past the cage, and I happened to look towards the cage, and she stood there with her paw up against the cage, looking for me. And I think this is bizarre, really bizarre. So I really wanted to share that with you guys because that was so weird, and it gave me comfort because I've not had a dream of Atty since. So take it as you will, but to have them 2 nights on a run. But what does happen is every day without fail, I still keep on. I could always give my hamsters a song. I always choose a song from, and Atty's was Under the Boardwalk, and come here, Bubba, and Under the Boardwalk by Bette Midler, and I used to sing that to Atty every night, like the exact word was on a blanket with my baby is where I'll be. And I changed the words to on a blanket with my atty is where I'll be. Now, I keep humming that song every single day still. And I have to say, oh, stop it. And I'll just end up finding myself singing it. Whether it's because I've been used to singing it for the past 2 years to her, I don't know. But it's just there. And these little things are so subtle, but they're weird. And so, yeah, guys, make it as you will. So, right, guys, I'm sorry about the delay in the hamster food reviews, but I've been so busy and I've got the decorator having to come and do me hallway and my porch and everything, and appointments after appointment, and so yeah, do forgive me, guys. But so yes, so now you've got 4 hamster food reviews coming, because I've also got the Bunny Dream Pro, which is like little pellets. It's not really a complete food. You just add it, and what it's got in it is inulin, not insulin, inulin, and that's regulates blood sugars. So I've been giving it to Emery, and I've ordered some more. So I just put a couple of grams in his food every day, and because he's diabetic and everything. So it's not just for diabetic hamsters. It's just a nice little food that has inulin in it. And I asked Claire about it, and she said, "Oh, you can never have enough inulin." So she looked at the bag and everything, and she was quite impressed. So he's been on that for quite a few weeks now, and I ordered another couple. The only problem is the bag is really tiny, but it's not. But that's because it's not complete food. It's only supposed to be a little treat that you just put. Well, not treat, but just like a little supplement. So that's going to be a food review as well. So you got 4 of them now: NZ Paws, Bunny Dream Pro, the Harry Hamster Fruity Nutty Mix, and the little one Syrian Mix. And I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Yes. And look at your little freckles. Shall we have a look closer look at you? Have a closer look at you. Oh, you gorgeous. Yes. Oh, you're such a little squirmy. Yeah. So she didn't even need taming either, which was also weird. And she'll just lie in my arms, and she likes a little stroke, don't you? Yes, she do. She's just so easygoing, aren't you? You're just so easygoing. So is that it, guys? Is there anything else I need to say? Oh yeah, I'm going. In May, I'm getting. Even though I have broadband Wi-Fi, I'm going to the full fibre version in May. That means faster uploads. So expect longer videos during this summer once I've got used to the fibre optic full fibre, because I'll be getting bigger speeds, and it won't be going through landline anymore. It'll be going through full fibre, through cable. So it's going to be a lot better. So yes, I wanted to let you know that, guys. So expect full videos, and I'm looking for some new video editing software as well. So yeah, so that's all booked for around. I'm hoping to be end of April, but obviously what these companies are like. There might be a few delays, but it'll definitely be up and running by May. So I'll be able to do longer videos because they won't take as long to upload. Woohoo! So yeah, I'll be able to do a lot more. So because that's been stopping me doing as much as I wanted to really with my channel, because it takes so long to upload a video, and so now I can continue with all my plans that I've got written down and all your suggestions, and once I go full fibre, I'll let you know in May when that happens. And why is female Syrians so active? Eh? Why are you so mischievous? Eh? Why are you so mischievous? Yes, you are. Love your little spots on your butt. Yes. Right, guys, I'm gonna go now. I just wanted to pop on so you don't think I've gone off the face of the earth. And I'll say good night from me, and it's good night from her. Are you going to say good night, Louisa? Hey, my Lulu? My Lulu? Hey? You going to say good night, Lulu? Bye.